Hey everybody, welcome back to XG Wolverine's Place. I am James, and today SCS Software released a teaser trailer for the new estate. I'm kind of excited, so let's get cracking on this deal and see what we can see, and let's just break it all down. All right, we got some open hills, dead wood. That's a good sign. I like that. All right. I wonder if you can drive on that lower road. All right. Badlands National Park. I wonder what that is. Christmas lights. I'm for it. I love Christmas. Yes. I'm loving it. I am loving it. All right. Well, let's take a look at it and see what we get. So, we're just gonna kind of click through it. It's only 55 seconds long. But yeah, as you can clearly see, it's South Dakota they're introducing. So, I'm for this. We kind of called it in a previous video. They also released a teaser and wanted us to guess where it's at, where the next state is. They talk about the middle of the country, and I'll throw a picture up here of the fence with a sign, and that actually does, believe it or not, correlate with a real place. And so a lot of the speculation is going to be South Dakota. Now, I myself have commented on the post or on the video that they shared on YouTube. I don't know. It's got to be South Dakota minimum. If they could bundle it and give us a twofer, I don't think they would, considering, these DLCs, that's part of their content. That's how they do things. So I don't think we're going to get both of them in the one video or the one release. I just don't see them doing that, where it would either be South Dakota by itself or it was going to be the Dakotas combined. I was leaning more towards South Dakota. I think a lot of people were, because I don't feel like, SCS was going to sit there and cheap out that way. This first shot here, you got basically a 2-lane blacktop just rolling through some open countryside, which is, it's nice. It's very nice to see, what's going on there. And then it looks like you're going to have some dirt road to drive on, which I love driving on the dirt roads in Missouri. I've had so much fun being on the gravel roads. To me, it's a blast. Honestly, to a point, I'd rather drive on dirt roads sometimes in the game than I would on the asphalt. It's a little bit more of a challenge. My favorite road to date that I've been on has been going up the mountain in Bellingham, Washington. Now, that's a fun road. So, yeah. So here we got Deadwood. Obviously, historically, is a real town. I love seeing them put the historical stuff in. So that to me is really, it's really a treat whenever you're going to get some good stuff and get to see some good stuff. And again, SCS is, top tier when it comes to actually doing an immersive environment. Yeah, you can't get out of the truck. Yeah, you can't go tour around, but you can drive around and see sites that if you don't have the capability or the funding to travel, if you get in the game and travel, you can see it all. So that to me, that's always a good thing. And let's see. There's a brighter look of the sign for Deadwood. I mean, that just does, like, it's like, yes, I'm for it. Let's do this. I can't wait to go into Deadwood and see what's going on there. Of course, you do still have some hills and mountains and areas. Um, I was impressed when I saw this earlier today. When I saw it, I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" Yes. So I was very excited for it. Um, this right here, that's a thrift store there. So I mean, that's actually kind of nice to see that it looks like something that's been around for a minute, though. Granted, I mean, it's got the paved parking lot, but the fact that they have a big thrift store that looks like some kind of old saloon or something is kind of nice. Honestly, it looks like used to be a Texas Roadhouse. Roadhouse. So yeah. Let's see, and then of course you got more two-lane. I'm liking the power truck. I mean, I'm really liking the power truck there. I think that's kind of neat to see that in this particular area, at least. It's like, yeah. I mean, to be sure, we're not going to get to drive power trucks. I mean, but still, I don't know that I'd want to. And then of course, you got more immersiveness for the countryside. I mean, this is going to be an immersive drive. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, they didn't do South Dakota because people were tired of the plains and blah blah blah." I don't think anybody was tired of the plains. I think there was so much extra they wanted to do with South Dakota that the reason they didn't announce it until today is because other states were already further along. So when you've got people that are working on other states, of course, we're going to have Louisiana up through Iowa, and then we're going to have basically, might as well say, Texas up through South Dakota. So, the middle of the country is pretty much taken care of. The only two states we'll be missing to complete the two center columns is North Dakota and Minnesota. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I can't wait. I feel like I don't know what their release schedule's looking like, but man, I feel like we're going to get at least maybe 2 this year. I really do. I don't know which ones they are. I feel like we may end up getting Iowa and Illinois. We haven't had anything on Illinois in a minute, but I feel like we'll get Illinois, then Iowa, and then we'll turn around and get next year we'll probably end up getting Louisiana and South Dakota. Of course, they're going to be announcing more states along the way. So there you go. This is the one I was telling you. I wonder if I'll get to drive on the lower road. I really, I don't know if they've set it up to where it's a real road or if it's a dummy road or what it is. But either way, I want to be able to drive on both. I want to drive on the top road and I want to drive on the bottom road. That's exactly what I want to do with it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. This looks really cool. I like the look of the bridge. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit a lot of this stuff in daylight. I mean, you got 3 roads there. I just noticed the bottom road. Holy moly! Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like you get to drive on all 3 of those. And if you don't, well then, we'll figure out how to drive on all 3 of them because this is how we do. And then, of course, you've got this Badlands National Park. I mean, that to me, that's pretty cool to see. It just, I mean, it's just so surreal. I mean, I remember when I first went into Yellowstone, it was like, wow. I wish I had been recording for that one. but I didn't. I didn't really start thinking about content for the last few years up until recently. So, that's an on me thing. The circumstances in my life at the time didn't allow for me to be thinking about content. I was thinking about work. So, but now here we are. We're back in it, and we're gonna try to follow through on some stuff. 2025 famous South Dakotans. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing it's famous people from South Dakota. I honestly do not know what this building is supposed to be. I may do some research and see what I can find out about this particular building in question, because that is kind of interesting. And Christmas lights. I'm not even mad about the Christmas lights. I am just not. I mean, this right here, this was too cool. And yeah, I mean, that was just way too cool to see the Christmas lights. I mean, I likes my Christmas lights, and I'm just, it's neat that it doesn't look like these are up at just Christmas time. It looks like apparently these might be something that's up all the time. I don't know. I feel like that, you could easily make it to where it's just Christmas time, but still. And then here's more of the architectural stuff they got going on. So I'm not too familiar with this, being as I've never been to the Dakotas. I really can't speak to this, but the mural actually does look really nice. And then of course, more from the in-cab driving in the city. I mean, that's a nice look. I do like this board that's right here. That that LED board looks kind of cool. Not quite sure what is supposed to be on that board, but yeah, sure, why not? So yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's a concert area. Okay, live jazz. Why not? Sure. And then, of course, South Dakota. Get it added to your Steam wish list. Well, you get that deal added to your Steam wish list, and I'm just going to sit there and be happy about, the fact that we've got this. I'm adding it to my Steam wish list. I'm super looking forward to all this. I'm hoping everybody's having a good time with it. Hopefully, y'all get in the comments here. Tell me what you think. Let me know where you're at on it. Are you excited for this South Dakota release? There's so many people that say, hurry up, bring out this state, bring out this state. I mean, let's just count them out real fast. We've already gotten from west to east. We've already gotten Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, Nevada, and then we got Arizona, Utah, and then we've got New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, and then we've got Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Arkansas, and Missouri. Now, if my math is right and my fingers are right, jazz hands. If my fingers are right, I think I counted 17. So we've already gotten 17 states. don't think I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything. So there's that. But yeah, we're all excited for it. They keep moving across, and the nice thing about it is the states they've already gotten, they were pretty large states. So now we get past the Mississippi, and states start to get a little bit smaller, and stuff like that. So if they can keep on going with the way they've been going, I think we'll be just fine. Plus they've also got that Project Road Trip they're talking about, so we'll see what's going on with that. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Also, while you're here, drop a comment down below. Let's get some engagement going on this video. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and also like and share the video with your friends. On that note, I'm James, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm out.